Hello guys, so today I thought I'd do a cook with me type video. Time's currently 1:06. It's the middle of the night, but that doesn't matter. So first you want to get your ingredients together. I'm going to leave in the description a list of all the ingredients we're using, but let's just talk about like what we're making today. So tonight we're making spaghetti. I'm not the best chef in the world, but I thought I'd make some spaghetti. All we use is fettuccine over here. We don't really use the traditional spaghetti pasta because I'm big dog. But yeah, so basically my spaghetti journey started about a month ago or so. While you're in college, you're gonna learn that like food is expensive. So, you need these cheaper options as far as just cooking in the house, and then let that be enough. You know what I mean? So right now I'm just gathering all my ingredients and stuff, trying to get things together. Then from there, we're going to put everything together and it's going to be really fun. So right here, I already diced my pepper, but I want to show you guys what the kind of dicing methods I use for dicing peppers, even though I already diced my pepper. I didn't put it on camera though. So yeah, this is me dicing. But honestly, cooking food is not hard at all. And I feel like anyone can cook. Like Gusteau said, anybody can cook. So it's really not hard at all. Honestly, if I can do it, you guys could do it. Honestly. So from there, we just started incorporating all our ingredients into the pan. I already added these ingredients, but I just wanted to get the shot for the camera. So this is me incorporating those. I just wanted to get the shot. But from there, you just want to add your tomato paste. You want to get that in there really nice. And then you want to add I think I added like some diced tomatoes after. Olive oil. I added olive oil. Okay. So you want to add your olive oil in. Olive oil basically just, makes it more smooth, makes it more rich. It gives like a rich taste. I really love olive oil. But no, like the reason why I just started cooking tonight is because like you ever just have those kind of cravings where it's like you just be craving something warm in your belly. Like I had cereal prior to this, but it was not satisfying at all. So spaghetti was on my mind for like the longest. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, it's 1 a.m, but I'm hungry. So we're doing this. This is happening. So yeah. So we just went to the kitchen. We got our ingredients. So right now you see I'm just showing you guys a couple shots of the tomato sauce that we are starting to make. It's not really complete, but you just want to get those dry ingredients. You want to create a base. So this is me creating a little seasoning base before I incorporate the actual sauce. So this is like a pre-made sauce that I learned to do. And then you want to grab your traditional classic sauce, and then you want to just add that to your pre-made base sauce. You know what I'm saying? It kind of stretches out the sauce, and it's just a good way to like get more bang for your buck. Because I always feel like there's never enough sauce that comes in like the tomato jar. You know what I mean? Like they're always skimping you on the sauce, and like I'm the kind of guy that like when I eat a spaghetti, I prefer to have a lot more sauce than a lot less. You know what I mean? Like a lot goes a long way compared to like you're skimping yourself. You don't want to skimp yourself on the sauce. So then in the next step, I know what you're thinking. Mikkel, you're vegan. Why are you holding meat? Now, I'm the only person in the house that's vegan, but I'm not the only person in the house that's eating. So I know how to prepare traditional food. Like I was once a regular person like you guys. So like I wasn't always this like, oh, I'm this vegan guy. I don't touch meat, this, that, and the third. Like, no, I know how to prepare meat. So right here we have like a ground turkey base, I believe. And I'm just prepping that. I'm probably going to give it some dry ingredients, and then I'll probably put that in the mixer to incorporate all those ingredients together. So like I think some of the ingredients I used was like, I think I used pretty much the same ingredients I used for my sauce. Like I used some minced garlic, I believe. There's no measurements. I cook like a black person. So yeah, there's no measurements, but just look at how I season and use that as like a measuring bar for like how to season your food. Basically, with black people seasoning, you want to just coat it so that you don't want to see the food item. And then that's how you know there's enough seasoning. Probably put too much black pepper, but it's okay. Like my food a little bit of spicy. But yeah, that's just because like it's an African thing. Like Africans love everything spicy. Everybody in the house pretty much thinks I'm really good at seasoning, so I was not worried about like over seasoning or anything. It was just a matter of just getting everything in the pot, you know what I mean? But yeah, on that step I probably should have heated up the butter, but I think I heated up the butter eventually. Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. So yeah, I heated up the butter because I don't think it was able to mix the first time, so that was not a good look. But you just want to add that into that. That's the next step. You just want to add it into the base pot thingy, right? And then you just want to go from there. But yeah, cooking with meat isn't hard. I don't mind cooking with meat. It's not like the weirdest thing in the world. My one pet peeve is I can't buy meat though. Like, because I'm vegan, I just legit cannot go to the grocery store and buy meat. So like, I will never go out of my way to buy it. But if it's in the house, then I'll choose a path of less resistance and I'll just cook it. You know what I mean? For the greater good of the house, because I'm not the only person that eats in the house. So gotta look out for like my siblings and stuff. See, like last week on the podcast, I was making like chicken. You know what I mean? But I'm vegan, so yeah, just stuff like that. But right here, you know, next step, I just wanted to start adding the meatballs to the tray, but I gave like the tray a nice oil coating. I know y'all saw that. So like with the oil coating, pretty much it's like you can have cooking spray and like you can spray the pan, but I feel like that's not really good for the environment. You know what I mean? Like the environment and the sulfate gases from the spray, I don't think it's good for humans, and it adds to the CO2 of the global warming. So I just coated it with some oil. But then you want to add that into the oven. The meatballs were actually pretty good proportionally, and honestly, I'm not a trained chef, but I feel like I know enough about cooking that like I can make most foods. So right here, I'm just setting a timer. I don't know if I checked the time after. I think I just went by eye, but I just thought I'd set a timer just because. But honestly, you could just go by eye. Like just, I like a meatball to have a nice crispy layer on it. So if it has a nice crispy layer on it, you should be good. But yeah, this next step, I started to season my tomato base some more, because like most tomato bases, I'm not gonna lie, they come pretty basic. So what you want to do is you always want to give it a nice little coating of seasoning, nice little top layer of seasoning, incorporate that together just to get those extra flavors out of that tomato sauce. You know what I mean? You want to really, we call it doctoring it up in the Black community. We doctor up our food. Like what happens is what we'll do, we'll get leftovers, right, from any restaurant, and we will take it home and we will recook that food item, but we will add our own seasonings to that food item, in a sense, making it tastier. This is what Black people do. But yeah, the next step you want to do is you want to grab your fettuccine. Fettuccine probably takes a good 15 to 20 minutes to boil, in my opinion. And you just want to add that to the pot. This is actually a really good shot right here, and my vlogging skills are getting really good. Definitely leave in the comments how good my vlogging skills are getting. But yeah, this is what it should look like. It looks like an under the sea kind of vibe. National Geographic. Ooh, whale sounds. But yeah, next step, you want to just get your meatballs. I don't know why that meatball looks like that. Don't ask me in the comments. But you just want to add those into the oven as well. Let that cook down, because I just wanted to cook it all. I'm the kind of person that cooks everything in the house. Like, I have an older brother. His name's Andrew. He literally cooks for himself. He is the most stingiest person. So this man will... Oh, my camera fell right there. I think it's okay. Oh my God. But yeah, my brother's like the stingiest person. So like, he'll cook for just himself. And it's like, bruh, you got so many people in the house. Cook for everybody. Ain't no way. But right here, we're just pouring out the water. That's the next step. You want to pour out that water from your pasta. My grandfather showed me this pouring method where like you put a like plate over top of the pot and then you grab it with 2 gloves to get all the water out. I don't know how efficient it is because I wasted a couple pastas while doing that. And someone told me I could just use a strainer, but I was like, no, I wanna pay homage. I want to pay the homage to my grandfather. So this is me paying homage to him by using the plate method, even though it's not very efficient at all. But that doesn't matter. History. But yeah, so from there, you just want to pour that water out. It takes about a good 10 seconds to really get all that water out. I like to leave just enough water that my pasta isn't dry, and then I'll incorporate that back into my sauce base just to give my base a little bit more liquid, and just make sure everything isn't dry. You don't want your food to be dry. Dry food is not good food unless it's like rice and beans, but we'll talk about that in another cooking episode with Mikkel. But yeah, you just want to get that in there, and it should probably look like this. If it doesn't look like this, then you probably missed a step, or you didn't boil the pasta all the way. But then you want to just incorporate all those ingredients together. You want to like saute it together in little circular motions. This is the right way to do it. This is the Kelly Blue Book way to cook. So yeah, cook like me and you'll be in good shape. You know what I mean? You want to be a high value man, you got to know how to cook. You know what I mean? Because like, I don't know. I'm the kind of guy, like, if you don't know how to cook, you're going to die out here. Because it's like, you can't expect some woman to cook for you. You know what I mean? Because then, like, you're going to be looking crazy when she tells you no. But yeah, next step, you want to get yourself a little water, and you want to put some ice in that, because it's just aesthetically pleasing, and you're going to get kind of thirsty while you're cooking. So you always stay hydrated. You don't want to fall out like Wendy Williams on the Wendy Williams show because of dehydration. So you just want to add yourself a little bit of lemon in there, because like I feel like lemon water is very aesthetically pleasing. So you just want to add a little bit of lemon juice in there, and it should come out like this, like a little icy kind of looking drink. You want to just sip that, and then from there you want to just take a break, get a little deep breather, and then this is how your meatball should look after cooking for I think it was in there for like maybe 20 minutes, I want to say. But always chop your meatballs just to confirm, you know what I mean? You don't want to eat no raw beef. The raw beef is not good, because then everybody dies in the house, and then they're looking at you like, why are you the only one that lived? And I'm gonna tell them I'm vegan, I don't eat beef, and they're gonna be like, come into the station. So yeah, don't give your family raw beef. Then from there, I don't know what the next step I did. Oh yeah, I pulled the food out. So you pull your rest of your meatballs out. You want to put that on a plate. You want to get ready to add everything in together, right? You want to incorporate all your ingredients together so that we can have a nice big family pizza meal. Wait, this is spaghetti. What am I talking about? You want to have a nice big family spaghetti meal. But yeah, that's what it should look like. It should look pretty crispy. You see how like I burnt off the tips and stuff? That's the crispy stuff I was talking about. So it should look like that when you're done, and you should be good to go. Because I don't know, I'm the kind of person, I like a nice crispy piece of meat. You know what I mean? Like, when you go to like a black cookout, if you've ever been to a black cookout, and like they have the grill man on the grill and he's cooking the hot dogs. I want the burnt hot dog on the side of the grill that's been sitting there for like the entire cookout. Don't give me no boiled hot dog. I don't want that. So then you want to just incorporate all those ingredients together. You want to mix your sauce with the pasta. And like, I'm looking at this right now and I'm like, wow, like I'm honestly surprised myself that this is me cooking. I don't know if I'm the greatest chef, but I know how to make food, right? Like I'm competent enough to like put things together to like make something. Like I'm not, who's a good chef? I'm not Gordon Ramsay, right? But like I'm Mikkel Ramsey, and that's enough. You know what I mean? Mikkel Ramsey can put a good meal together, especially a good vegan meal. So like definitely let me know in the comments if you guys want like more vegan cooking with Mikkel type videos, you know what I mean? Because like, I don't know, this is kind of a fun video to make. It was cool getting all the shots. My camera fell a couple times, but we're not gonna worry about that. Yeah, we're not gonna worry about that. But right now we're just plating our food. We're just gonna wipe the plate down, give it like a nice little MasterChef kind of vibe where they're like, all right, hands up. And then you're like, okay. But yeah. And this is what it should come out to. It looks really good, right guys? Like, it looks really good. I was honestly surprised myself when it came out this nice, honestly. Like, literally, usually when I cook, food looks kind of like not aesthetically pleasing, not very much appetizing. It looks like I rushed it. But with this meal, I really took my time with it. It took me about like an hour and 20 minutes to prepare. And honestly, when you cook food and you take your time, that's when food comes out the best. You don't want to rush your food. I'm starting to learn with cooking more is like, everything in life takes time, and like you got to learn to have patience when you're cooking, because if you don't have patience, then it's gonna burn and it's not gonna be good, and no one's gonna eat it, and they're gonna be looking at you crazy. And you don't want to be the guy with the crazy raisins in the casserole at Thanksgiving. I won't do it. You'll get dragged. That will be the last time anyone allows you to cook for a family function. They're gonna be like, you have the plates, you can cover the waters, you can cover the cups, because you cannot bring any food in this house from this point on. You don't want to be that guy. So yeah, from there, I just put the food away mid video, because I was just like, you want to pack the food away. You don't want it sitting out or whatever. I just feel like it's always important to put your things away while you're cooking. Keep the kitchen clean, because, after you eat, I don't know if I'm the only person, but like after I eat, I am not trying to be cleaning. I am not trying to be doing anything house related. I just want to eat, then rest. So I always clean in between cooking, because it's just cleaner that way, faster, and it just keeps everything together. And then from there, you just want to enjoy your food. So right here, we're just analyzing the food. We're trying to get a good sense of like what we got going on over here. The food looks really good. It tastes immaculate. If I were to give this food a price rating, I would pay about, I pay about $15 for this meal. And not because it's a nasty meal, but more of it's just so rich and so flavorful. However, it didn't take much effort to make, and I don't like overpaying for food, and I don't like upcharging people. I just want everybody to eat good, and also I like even numbers. So like, yeah, it'd probably be $15, or maybe like not $10 because the meatballs, but yeah, $15. I feel like that's a good range to price the food. But yeah, it was really good. I kind of scarfed it down vigorously, and it just wasn't pretty, so I had to take myself out of frame. But yeah, I really enjoyed making the spaghetti. It was really good. Honestly, spaghetti is one of those easy dishes in college you can make. So if you ever need an easy dish, just something quick, put together, warm in your belly, go with spaghetti. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.